This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Well, a big episode. Ben taking on Belle in the beep test. You know, that sort of, there was beep test chat yesterday, and so we did that after work. You'll hear the results. Also, it was nice seeing donations trickle through as well for our pedal mo, which we're doing next week. We sort of asked earlier in the show, and then fair chunk came through by the end. So if you do want to donate for that, even $5-10, that'd be awesome. You can just click on the link on our Instagram bio, Ben, Liam and Belle. But it's not just about raising money. It's also about starting important conversations. And we've also been meeting other people around the country who mow their own way. I think today's was probably my favourite.
Yes. Yeah,
He
I was
was
going to
incredible.
clarify there, Liam, because I don't think you said it was for Movember, the donations. It just sounded like it.
Oh,
the donations
yes.
are not for us. It's not
No,
like,
it's for
we're doing
Movember.
a peddler and donate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all for Movember, so for men's mental and physical health as well.
It's not just to fund pedal adventure. Yeah. That was very key.
Yes.
That's a good point, Belle. Well, enjoy the episode.
Good morning, Melbourne. No Liam yet.
Let's go.
Dude, you can't say
Welcome.
no Liam yet when the door's open.
No, that's not a rule. You got to be in
That's
front
a
of your. You got to be in front of your mic, ready to
You
go.
could have said, "How you going, Belle?" And by the time you got to
No.
me, I would have been there.
We are not at that point where you just stroll in at 6:03. You're not Kyle.
I
you can't
honestly
just roll
reckon-
in. That's not how we do it.
I honestly reckon I could just rock
No.
in whenever I want.
No.
Really.
No. No.
I don't know.
We are
Joe.
not- we
I've
are
just been
not
doing this job a lot
them.
longer than you, so I've just, you know what I mean? I can sort of, there's people I'm sure on site and that sort of stuff. If they're
Yeah.
a bit of an old dog, they
Yeah.
sort of can rock up a bit later because they
Yeah.
sort of know what they're doing. They can probably do the job a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you're not that.
I'm that.
You don't
I'm
have a
I can
gold
just,
mic,
I
you
can just
don't-
pass. I can plaster a little bit quicker than you. So I can roll in when I feel like it.
Where
Yeah.
were you?
Me? I don't know, just having a nice coffee, just chilling out, having a smoke out the front, you know.
No, you weren't.
Don't try
You
and
were
paint this
shitting.
image
Talking to the
like you're
foreman,
your old work
talking to the
dog.
site manager. Saying, oh, geez, they're working us too hard. Bullshit, all the bloody, all the chippies, they're coming late. No, I'm sick of it. Yeah. That's basically what I've been
What
doing.
trade are you in that scenario?
I'm a plasterer. I've decided I'm a plasterer. That's me.
All
What
right.
trade would I be? Do you think if you had to put me in a trade? I'd be a labourer, wouldn't I?
I was going to
Yeah.
say you'd be a labourer.
I was a labourer.
Yeah, I know.
I think you would be like a lame site inspector. Like your job is to make sure everyone's doing their job right, and no one would like you.
What would
but
you be, Ben?
I would get to be the boss. So.
Well, you're not really the boss. You're more just
They do get paid a little bit more sometimes.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, site managers.
Yeah.
Don't they?
No, you know
Nah.
what you'd be? You'd be. Is that the same thing if you're a work health and safety officer?
Yeah, and you come
Is
in
that
your
the same
high
thing?
vis.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like,
You just go, that one doesn't have the right chain on it. That
Yeah.
one.
But people, tradies respect those guys. They love those guys. They're like, oh, no, you're right. Thank you. So I should have my glasses on. Thank you, sir. No, yep. And I should reapply sunscreen. Yeah, no, you're right. It is a pretty warm day.
You know, right? I did hang that door wrong. I'll do that
Literally,
again.
I walked past the site yesterday and there was like 3 guys wearing no shirts. I'm like, you're going to get really burnt. I literally
You
felt,
didn't.
I didn't go up and say it to them, but I felt myself thinking, skin cancer, it's dangerous. You might live to regret that, boys. I'd put a long sleeve on if I were you. Gee whiz, we're excited for next week. We're doing the show live from the Yarra upon our pedal mow. We're mowing our own way for Movember, starting important conversations about men's mental health, raising funds and awareness, and you can click the link on the bio on our socials if you would like to donate to the cause, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you guys clicked on the link yet to donate to the cause? Because if you do it, it's pretty easy. Click on the link, click again.
If you don't know, I mean, we're at Ben, Liam and Belle on Insta and Facebook. It's pretty straightforward. But if you don't follow us,
How are the donations going so far, Ben?
We are genuinely getting some really good donations.
Really?
We've raised $3,500.
Are you kidding? Are you for
Yep.
real?
Yep, for
We've not
real.
even done it yet, Clive. We're not even on the boat.
We've raised $3,500.
What, just from people listening?
Shout out to Ebony, $60, Chelsea,
Oh,
$60.
legends.
This goes on and on. Amanda, Arjun, Sonda, Brutal Truth, $20. Ben Harvey, $100.
no. Did you?
I don't see any donations from Liam, the captain, or Belle, the poop deck scrubber.
Well,
That's interesting.
I will pledge 200. But
Pledge is different. Actions speak louder than words.
isn't it, who's that like? Then if celebrities say that, they're like, I pledge,
Yeah,
and then they're like, people call them out. They're like, no, like show us the receipt. Okay, I'll do that in the song, but just so you know, I have full intention of putting my money where my mouth is.
So 200?
200. I've just been very safety focused at the moment. I'm the captain of the vessel, if you didn't know, so there's a hell of a lot of work and paperwork in getting a maiden voyage out on the water. In fact, I've put together a little pop quiz for yourself, Ben, and Belle next. We're going to be testing. We're not going to be tasting anything. We're going to be testing.
Liam's got a few things for us to taste.
We're going to be testing our maritime safety knowledge. So that should be fun. We'll all learn a little bit. Safety is fun because it's important.
Belle, how much are you going to donate?
I'll also do 200.
Oh, all right.
So you need to up your game.
Well,
Ben.
no, I donated first, so I get to set the bar, and then it's up to you to go over that bar.
No, you need to equal it.
No, I don't. I went first. You weren't even going to donate if I didn't donate.
It's coming off a little petty, mate. You
No.
should probably put in another 100.
I donated first. I'm the real caring one.
Well, next week we are hitting the Yarra upon our pedal mow. We're doing it for Movember, mowing our own way to start important conversations and to raise money for men's mental health. It's an important cause. And I will be the captain of HMAS Pedal Mow. My peers nominated me yesterday.
No, he didn't.
We never did.
You nominated yourself, and we said, okay, you can do it if you
Like a
want.
dictatorship.
As
And
you'll
now
see-
you've already got a hat.
As you'll see, I have a captain's hat, which I'll be wearing all next week.
It does
And
have nice gold trim.
It
Look
does.
what we have here.
Yeah, what is this?
We have hats for our first mate Ben Harvey, and of course the deckhand Belle Jackson.
Deckhand. What is that? What's a deckhand do?
I told you yesterday you'll be mainly scrubbing the poop deck and prawn trolling.
Especially when we're doing the show from the pedal mode. If someone does have to poop, it'll be off of the side.
No one
Hence-
is pooing in the Yarra.
Belle will need to scrub the poop
No,
deck.
nope. There will be no bums offside.
Got a bit on the boat deckhand. We're gonna have to.
Absolutely not.
get
No
us
one.
some poop deck.
There will be no
Get them all
waste
out.
put in the Yarra. Okay?
No. Okay. Well, anyway, let's be serious now. I trust overnight everyone has done their homework and read through the Australian Maritime Safety Guidelines and Regulations, Ben and Belle.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, Ben?
Did
you honestly?
I might have forgot.
Okay, mate. Well, it's
But I feel like a lot of it's intuitive.
well, it's only 800 pages between you and a safe journey. So, did you, Belle?
Sure.
Okay. Well, no one's passing their certificate of maritime competency, Form 426, unless they read through all 800 pages.
I reckon we can bluff our way through it.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're doing a maritime pop quiz. Here we go.
How many questions?
Only three. If you can get them all right, I'll pass you.
Oh.
Which
Well,
don't tell anyone from the Australian Maritime because I could get in a bit of trouble for that. But
Lose your license.
I'm kind of a cool captain. Like I want you guys calling me Skip.
You're not very cool so
Skipper,
far.
Skip out on the water. No, but safety's important. So question 1. AMSA's new regulations to improve passenger safety are based on A, reducing alcohol consumed by passengers, B, detailing how passengers can be counted, made at any time, C, restricting movement on open decks after sunset. It's very easy. Simple stuff, guys.
I think
1 and
it
2
could
is
be.
like...
1 and 2 seem like they could be the
Yeah.
answers. I reckon it could be all 3.
Well, is that an option?
What do we... No,
Well,
All of
I
the
think
above.
I think he's trying to trick us. I think it's all 3.
it's all 3? Wrong.
Oh, what? Really?
Don't... I love that Ben does this because he presses the dings. He gives himself a ding. He's so confident.
Which one is it?
It's B, actually. AMSA, I mean...
Hang on, so
did
you
you
can
not
check
read?
as much as you
Captain,
want.
wouldn't you agree that all 3 are important?
Yeah, I'm just purely talking about the new regulation, okay? The MO 505. It requires that the master of domestic commercial vessels, me, must know a number of passengers on board at any time, 3. The new regulation provides some detail on how this can be achieved.
But you can drink
And
as
if you'd
much
read
as
it,
you
you'd
want.
know.
You can just be drunk.
No, of course not. I mean, that's covered off under subsection 9. Okay,
I feel
guys.
like this doesn't really...
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What's the port side?
Front. Duh. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think port's left, isn't it?
Oh, well, hang on. Do you not have the answer
Yeah.
in
Well,
front
it
of
depends,
you?
depends where your port is, isn't
port's
it?
left.
Depends where your port
And
is.
starboard's right.
I was imagining we were going...
Starboard side!
I was
Yeah,
imagining
port
we were...
is left, yeah.
I was imagining we were hitting the port from the front. Yeah, sometimes you hit it from the front, sometimes you hit it from the back. That's how it works at sea. Okay, question 2. Ben and Belle. The metacentric height of a vessel is the height of its metacentre above the waterline, the height of its centre of gravity above the waterline, or the difference between the metacentre and centre of gravity.
I'd say the last one.
Let's go to the last one, yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah.
The metacentric height is obviously the vertical distance between a vessel's
Obviously.
metacenter and the center of gravity. Okay? So we must remember, let's recite it together. The metacenter must be above the center of gravity.
Yeah.
Good work. Last question here. Question 3. Abraham Ortelius, born in 1527, was famous for producing the first credible vocabulary of nautical terms, compiling a comprehensive world atlas,
He's such a crap captain.
or studying the effects of long sea voyages on health. Now, I will put you if you are questioning the captain's judgment, Belle, I will fail you now. Okay?
Well, this is just a guess one. I don't know. They're all the
Yeah.
same.
This is a
Like,
guess.
what did he do? I don't know.
Let's go A.
Sure.
Idiots. Idiots. It was B. I mean, you're not even taking this seriously. You're not even taking this seriously.
What was it? Which one?
He put together the World Atlas.
Cool.
25 versions, in fact.
You didn't even know what port and starboard side were, mate.
Guess what, mate? Guess what? Because you've not taken this seriously, and it's really disappointing, guys. It really is. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I gave you the homework yesterday, the Australian Maritime Safety Guidelines and Regulations. Didn't read it. So now we're going to have to do some practical maritime safety examinations later this afternoon. So I'll see you in the Yarra
What's the
at
bow?
3 p.m.
What's the bow of a boat?
It's the middle bit.
It's the front.
We're obviously running off different boats because when I did my examinations, it was very different. So time
I don't think yours is right.
times change. You know, time moves a little faster out on sea, as we'll learn next
But
week.
hey, at least you know who made the atlas.
That's
Hey?
right. Yep, that'll be Abraham Ortelius. Okay, well,
gonna help us.
tune in tomorrow
going
to
today?
hear how, yes, we'll do some safety briefings and some drills out on the water, so then we're all compliant for next week. We probably should speak to someone else who's mowing their own way next. We heard about this incredible story. So that's the thing with Movember. Like, you don't just have to grow moustaches. That's why we're doing the pedal mow next week. You can do literally anything to start these important conversations and to raise money. And someone who worked for Movember told us about this dude who's breaking a world record. It's incredible. He's going to be joining you to tell you about it next.
One last quick question for the captain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Go on.
You've got 2 wrong out of 2.
This is your quiz, not my quiz.
How
This
many?
one actually relates to the boat, not pointless crap.
How many kilometers, like kilometers, are in a knot? So if you're going 1 knot, how many k's would you be going?
Well,
Which is, which knots are the speed of the sea.
yeah, it's a trick question. Knots are actually to do with rope, which is something else that you deal with on vessels. So it's,
It's 1.8.
yeah, okay.
So
I was obviously
one
I was
knot
giving you a
equals
joke.
1.8
I was giving you a joke
kilometers.
answer because it's fun to also keep spirits
Morale.
high and keep morale high among the crew. Okay, no one wants a guy banging on about safety all the time. Like, you've got to
you
keep
are.
it light. No, you got to keep it safe but lighthearted. I've always said that. That's my one rule as a captain.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports. But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Ben, myself, and Belle are getting right behind Movember this month. We're mowing our own way. So, yeah, you can grow a moustache, but you can do lots of things to raise awareness and funds for men's health. Next week, we're going to be pedaling along the Yarra. So you're going to be hearing the show live from a pedal mow every single morning. And we've been meeting other people from around Australia who have been mowing their own way. And I love this. You know, when you think mow, you think moustaches. Well, this next guy has taken it quite literally. He's going for mowing lawns instead. His name is Peter, and he's attempting to break a world record. What are you going to be doing, Peter?
So I'm going to be attempting to break the world record for the farthest distance a lawnmower has been pushed in 24 hours.
Amazing,
Wow.
Peter.
I love this for so many reasons. How far are you attempting to push it? What's your goal?
Well, the current record's 124 kilometres. It was actually set by a Melburnian and fellow Mobro previous year, and I'm aiming for 150 kilometres this year.
Hang on. So
Oh,
that means,
wow, that's a huge gap.
So within 24 hours, that's like that's a lot of marathons in 24 hours.
You're running then?
There's some fast walking and slow jogging, so there's running involved. Yeah, to be able to complete the 150.
You got to get through about 6.5 k's an hour, but you're pushing a mower. You're not just like walking like that, and getting through some tough grass as well. I mean, that's a lot of true grit.
So many questions, Peter. So, for it to count, does the mower have to be mowing something?
Yes, so the mower has to be cutting grass. I'm the only person that can touch the mower. It has to be running the whole time.
And so I don't know where you're going to find a paddock with 150 kilometres of grass. How are you going to do it?
So I'm going around an AFL field continuously, so it'll be cutting the same grass. So it kind of does get a little bit easier.
It's going to be like a cricket pitch by the end of it. It's just going to be
it'll get a little bit easier throughout the attempt.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to scarify your lawn. You'll be scarifying it 100 times.
Yeah.
You said, Peter, it has to be running the whole time. Does that mean you fill it up with petrol as it's running?
Fortunately, I'm using an electric lawnmower, and we have a little pit stop station with some batteries there, which will swap out roughly every 90 minutes.
Have you timed your battery swaps, like a pit stop?
Yeah, so they've got a run time of about 90 minutes. I'm using a Victor lawnmower. They've been pretty good and supplied some lawnmowers for the event. We've got the pit stop station. We'll probably get in there a little bit sooner than the 90 minutes just to make sure that it doesn't stop halfway around the track.
Yeah.
Peter, I've got I reckon I've got the same lawnmower. Mine's electric. It's a Victor. Is it the one with just the big hefty battery?
No, mine has two. I've got dual.
Way to big dick him.
Custom.
That's
Cop that, Ben.
amazing, Peter. That is so fantastic. I honestly don't know how you're going to do that.
This is it's excellent, and straight away you can see how this is raising awareness, because it's one of those things that you want to tell your friends about.
Yeah.
I love what you're doing, Peter. You're mowing your own way. Can we ask why you're doing this?
Why I'm doing it? So I've done different fundraisers and charities over the years. Movember stuck with us for a few years. I've been in leadership roles in my day job. And last year in particular, some of the conversations that come on the back of the fundraising of our 2022 campaign sort of put emphasis on how important the men's health is for me. And for the 20th year of Movember, I really wanted to go all out and do something a bit bigger, have a bigger impact and just spread more awareness. This campaign in particular has really done that for me. I've had some deep, meaningful conversations, and it's really resonated, probably cemented my footprint to continue doing it year on year. So it's been amazing. It's been a journey. And like you said, it certainly has got some conversations flowing, that's for sure.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? The conversations that are brought on by doing these things. Peter, you're doing a great thing, mate, and really appreciate you coming on to share your story this morning.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy your paddling down by the river.
Thanks, Peter. Enjoy your mowing.
Yeah, you could also just mow along the area. I mean, it needs a bit of a clean up, some of those reeds. We could be doing it at the same time, mate. Two birds, one stone.
No worries. Take
care.
Thank you.
To follow our whole pedal mow journey all next week down the Yarra, make sure you check out our socials at Ben, Liam and Belle on Insta. And if you want to chuck us a little sneaky donation, the link is in our bio.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
You can catch Tate McRae, if you didn't know, her Think Later World Tour at Margaret Court Arena, 16th and 17th of November next year. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com.au.
Jess joins us now from South Morang. Are you McCrazy for Tate McRae?
I do love Tate McRae. I've lost my voice a bit, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Big
Great for
night.
radio.
Big night, Jess.
No, I don't know why I'm losing it.
Oh, could be getting sick.
Yeah.
Are you a smoker, Jess?
No. I think I just sing too much.
Sing too much.
Okay, well,
You're not a vapor, are you?
No.
Okay. You can be a vapor as well. I'm not anti-vape.
Sounds
No,
like a
it's very,
pro vape.
I think it's worse than cigarettes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the
I'd
vape.
say I'm vape neutral.
Really?
I'm not anti-vape.
Why
I'm not
aren't
pro
you
vape.
anti-vape?
Who am I to judge someone if they want to vape?
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's great.
Maybe when I drink, I might have
Whoa,
one,
you're
but-
anti-vape.
Everyone I know like vapes basically, but like I don't think.
But I'd
it's
say
good.
if you're anti-vape, you'd be slapping it out of their hand.
No, you don't have to be actively stopping them, but you could say
sort
they're
of
very
tough.
bad and
Like
you
my
shouldn't
my
be.
sister vapes and I go, shouldn't be doing that.
I feel like you're both vape neutral.
Well, at least we found our vape position this morning. Now we can probably get into the quiz. Jess, a $2 million park in Collingwood has been called Melbourne's most depressing playground. Can you spell disappointment?
Disappointment. DISAPP OINTMENT.
She's done it. She's done it. We're slowly working our way through it, but you got there, Jess. This is some horrible news. Studio 10 has been axed. Can you name one of the bonus Channel 10 digital channels that you can get on TV?
One of the bonus.
Yeah, they got like extra channels. There's
like
10.
So
and
like
then
7 is like
it's like-
7 mate,
Normally it's
9 is 9 gem.
Yeah, normally it's like 10 and it says something next to it.
Is it 10? Oh, I know this. I watch it all the time. 10 bowls, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, you watch 10 Bold all the time? Really?
Well, like, I don't fully watch it, but I have it on all the time.
Yeah.
So, and what sort of stuff is even on 10 Bold?
I don't know. I usually put it on while I'm cooking dinner and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that like Bold and the Beautiful and stuff?
I think so, yeah, but
Do you remember that Channel 10, when they tried for a while to do Channel 1
Yes.
and 1 HD,
They
and it was
had-
exclusively sport?
Yes, but they
Yeah.
also had 11, so there was
No,
10,
it wasn't
11 and
exclusively
1.
sport. On Saturdays, they'd have like Tom Cruise movies.
Did they?
Really?
And,
No,
and
no,
the
one
ads was
was
like,
a-
make you feel like the one.
I think because they
make
didn't,
you feel
I think
like
it's because
the
Channel 10
one.
didn't have the rights to enough sports to fill the channel out.
So it was
they
just like
filled it up with Top
racing,
Gun movies.
racing, and then it was like
it was like their
it was
7
like
mate.
that. I remember because I remember watching Collateral with Tom Cruise
Yeah.
the first time on one and only time I watched
Yeah,
it.
right.
It's a pretty good movie. You seen Collateral, Jess?
no, I haven't.
Put it on your list, mate. Put it on your list.
I'm more of a Netflix girl.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fair.
Like everyone.
when you're not watching 10 Bold.
And Stan.
Yes.
Of course. Well, how's this? Speaking of streaming services, there's a brand new one out. It's called Broly, and it only offers independent Aussie films. I'm sure that'll last. What's Broly slang for?
Oh,
Bring your brolly.
I don't know it. Oh my God, my brother told me this the other day. Bro, is it? I don't
No,
know.
it's not bro. It's not bro.
No,
Sorry,
you
Jess.
think you're thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
Josh in Armstrong Creek
Nice work, Jess.
joins
though.
us now. What's a Broly? I mean, as an Australian, you should know what a Broly is.
Josh.
Yeah, g'day. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
on you, mate. Yeah.
What's
The
your bro?
vibe is good.
The vibe is good. Is it? I'd say it's off to a rough start,
To be honest,
Joshy.
Josh, one of the worst starts we've had this week. But, you know,
No, I've just finished work for the week, so
okay,
that's good.
That
So
checks
that's
out.
why.
Yeah, your vibe is good, but you're obviously,
My vibe-
understandably, a little bit tired. Okay, so
yeah.
tell us what a Broly
Umbrella.
is. It's an umbrella.
Umbrella.
That's right. Dan Andrews has been banned from joining Portsea Golf Club for his political affiliations. Was he Labor or Liberal?
Labor.
He was. Last question. We're going to need your singing voice. Happy birthday, Chad Kroger. He's 49 today. Can you finish these lyrics?
And, okay.
No.
You go and have some sleep there, Josh. You go have some sleep.
You make sure are you driving home, mate? You make sure you rest up, all right? Maybe pull over and have a 15-minute stretch. Thanks for playing, though.
Sleep kills, mate. Just rest up.
We have got another Josh on the line. This one's from Hillsville. Good morning, Josh. Can you finish these lyrics?
Oh, no, I've just gone blank. That's shocking.
Not even a Nickelback man.
13, 24, 10. If you know the lyrics, we've only got one more caller lined up for this. It's Michelle in Bandura. Can you finish these lyrics, Michelle?
Scream, are we having fun? Yeah.
Yeah! 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 Yeah, Michelle. You a big fan of the Krug, are you?
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
You know, one of those you can take or leave.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a little Nickelback. We make
Catchy songs, but not a great voice.
Well, that's it. You like to make jokes about them, but we all actually like the music. I think everyone has a bit of an affinity for them. Well, I hope you like Tate McRae as well, because you are heading along. You also get to pick the next song we play.
And speaking of Chad, would you like to hear his other half, Avril?
You are everything that I wanted.
or an absolute thumper. Some old gold from Coldplay.
I'll go Coldplay, please.
Yeah, some of the old gear. Tell you what, Avril Lavigne might die in a skating-related incident later in the week.
I see what you're saying. Hang on, what?
No one's picking the song, Belle. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
Can
start
someone
working on the sound
please-
effects.
No, please pick Avril.
Mega ramp death.
No.
Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for.
I was just watching the film clip for that one. I kind of see what you mean about
Is it
being a bit-
claymation?
It's not claymation. It's like stop motion. So it's kind of like
That's
South
right.
Park, where it's like not crepe paper, but I think it's done digitally. But it's essentially, I can see why it's scary because it's there. It's photos of them
Yes.
on like little stop motion bodies, and then it's kind of like stop motion-y moving. It's got,
Okay.
I can see where the fear
It
comes from.
unnerved
It's
Belle
a bit
little
unnerving,
bit. Is
yeah.
it like Wallace and Gromit type stop motion?
No,
or
no,
That's
that's claymation.
You keep saying claymation.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just-
right.
No,
Very different.
see, can you see it as like a 10-year-old
Mm.
at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and everyone else is in bed still, and still dark, and you're watching that on video hits, and it's just it's
Can
just a bit
I also just
scary.
say, if there was a Venn diagram of stop motion and claymation, it's very much in the same
Well, they
Yeah, but they're
family.
different.
They're cousins.
yeah, no, yeah, you're not well off, but you're
Yeah,
off.
it's a series of photos.
Yeah, but that's like putting cartoon in, like it's all fake. It's all
What do you guys think? 13, 24, 10. Weigh in.
it's different.
What's your take? Claymation v stop motion.
It's definitely different. Like the Venn diagram overlaps, but it's definitely different. If you haven't heard, we are hitting the river. Yes, the Yarra River. Every day next week for the entire week, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. We're going to be doing the show from the river in our pedal mow.
Yes.
It's a pedalo. You know the pedalos? Two people sit next to each other and pedal. It's one of those, but it's the pedal mow because we are teaming up with Movember. The mow is calling. Donate now to change the face of men's health. Visit movember.com.au. They have important conversations around men's mental health, and of course, they raise funds.
Yeah, funds and awareness. That's why we're doing this. As you mentioned, Ben, 2 pedals there. So Ben and Belle will be pedaling. It's also a special captain's chair for me because if you guys didn't hear, I was made the captain of the vessel yesterday, which
yeah,
is
but
pretty
the captain
exciting.
subs in
yeah,
and
you'll be doing
pedals
some
as
pedaling.
well.
The captain, I don't know if you've seen Titanic, but the captain is not with the Irish down the bottom, throwing in, dancing at night and throwing in coal. No, the captain, he's up there eating prawns and he's got a big beard and he's making mistakes.
Question for the captain.
Yeah.
If businesses make a donation, so obviously people can donate if you search Ben Lee and Belle on Instagram,
Yes,
there's
first
a link
mate.
there in a bio. If people donate, awesome. If a business donates, so someone from like, say, Jim's Dog Patrol donates, right?
Yep.
Can they get their business on the pedal mow? So they can like put
Absolutely.
we can put their brand on the pedal mow.
Only thing they can't
Like a
put it on
bumper sticker.
is the nautical flags. We need them for safety.
Right.
But by that, I'm happy to, use the pedal mow itself, the vessel, as just a giant billboard for companies that are putting their money where their mouth is and saying, hey, yeah, I'll donate to Movember.
So if you're a business and you want to make a tax-deductible donation to our cause, you can call up 13 24 10. If you make a donation, doesn't matter how big or how small, we will put your sticker on the pedal mow. We'll also give you like a social post and we'll give you a shout out on air.
I'll say the bigger the donation, the bigger the real estate
Well,
on the
yeah,
pedal mow.
I feel like if you only donate like $5, do we still give you all?
Oh, you
that?
can have a little sticker.
Yeah, a little
You can have,
sticker,
like,
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the one you get in like sick bay at school, like
Yep.
a little smiley face.
Yeah, the bigger the donation, the better the real estate for sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And
So
the longer the shout out.
what would we? What is the biggest donation we would accept for branding up the entire? Because it's at the moment it looks cool. It's got like
50 grand.
Movember on it. Okay. If you pay 50 grand and you're like from I don't know, Telstra or something,
Yeah.
it'll be the Telstra pedal mow.
Absolutely.
There's actually a sales thing that we have to go through.
Powered by Telstra. Can we get a drum roll for Australia's Word of the Year? Matilda. I think that's fair.
Yes, 'cause of the
Matildas.
I would have thought.
Tillies.
I would have thought the word was Matildas, but
True.
Well, I suppose, I don't know. It might have to be singular. That might be the rule.
maybe.
No, but Matildas is the singular word.
Singular, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, they captured our hearts, the nation's
That's a
hearts,
nice
the
word
world's
of the
hearts
year.
in a way. I think it's a great word of the year.
That's great because remember when it was like social distancing is the word of the year.
Yeah,
like, that's
that
so
was really
telling.
sad for a few years. It was
It
like
was.
COVID, coughing
Yeah.
was like the word of the year.
Yeah, spicy cough. Yeah, but now it's Matildas. That really
It's
shows
Matildas.
this year.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Oh, good.
For
Good
sure.
them.
Tell you what isn't the word of the year, Studio 10.
Well, okay.
Got axed. So that's look, there you go. You're around all the news now this morning. We take it really seriously when we've disgruntled listeners here on Nova 100. And guess what? One of us has put people's nose out of joint. It's not me.
It's not me.
It's not Ben.
Well, I could have guessed that.
It's you, Belle. It's you.
So you
What
got
a
to be careful.
surprise.
You got to be
You've
careful.
got to be careful with
You're on
what
the
you say
radio.
sometimes.
You know, it's going out across Victoria,
You never know who's listening.
and your words have meaning.
Do you remember yesterday we were talking about Jimbo? Like Jim's mowing, Jim's fencing, Jim's test and tag. And we're saying how hilarious. Now there's Jim's beauty.
Yes.
So we played a game of Does Jim Do It? If you're listening at this time, people were calling up and were like, Jim's hazardous material, does he do it? Yeah, and the joke was like all 6 of the jobs
Yeah.
we mentioned, they actually do.
Jim does it all.
Jim does it all. There was one I mentioned, Jim's Poo Patrol. Jim goes around and like, picks up dog poos.
Yeah.
And Belle made some comments about that particular profession.
Who's the poor person that's
Maybe
like,
they
oh,
dig it. I don't
my
know.
job is just to pick
Could you imagine if
dog
someone
poo?
works for Jim's dog poo and they're listening to the radio right now and you're
Can you
like,
give
who
us a
does that?
call? No.
You're like, who does that? And they're like
Honestly?
crying. I do that.
Don't
think I
laugh.
ought to be doing
No, don't. It's not funny.
I got bills to pay,
Yeah,
Belle.
no, that's true. No, I'm
Freaking Belle, you get to talk all day and I'm working for Jim's Poo
I'm picking
Patrol.
up dirt.
It's funny because you hear that, and yeah, you guys are taking the piss out of it, and I'm saying this poor person. and
You
could they
said
give us a
poor. We
call?
don't think it's a poor person's job. We think it's like people, they
Yeah, I'm
obviously
just-
like animals.
But
they're
I was
involved,
saying, like,
you
oh
know.
wow, that's like what a job. Like it's. Look,
Your-
I wouldn't want to pick up poo all day, but
Your
you
comments-
guys were taking the piss. Yeah, listen to that audio. Isn't that interesting?
We were doing satire.
Oh!
Your comments,
Oh, it's satire
it was
now.
satire, and your comments were ignorant.
My comments were curious. I
They
was
weren't curious. They were mean.
Well, you try explaining that to Belinda from Jim's Poo Patrol Bendigo, who was listening, who joins us on the line now. Belinda, thank you so much for joining us. Belle, is there anything you'd like to say to Belinda?
Yes, Belinda, please tell us about your job.
I don't act like you're all curious now, Belle.
I was.
There
from
was,
the start.
did it seem curious to you, or did it seem ignorant? Belinda, what do you think?
Oh, look, I'd hate to say that. Good morning, guys. How you going?
Doing very
Morning,
good, thank
Belinda.
you.
Yeah, well, my whole day consists of picking up dog poo, would you believe?
So, Belinda, like, how long have you been doing this?
I bought the franchise 12 months ago, so 12 months, but I've had dogs for years.
Right. And so, how busy is the work? Are a lot of people calling you out?
Absolutely. And would you believe I had a call yesterday that I'm actually doing a backyard poo clean-up in one of my jobs today.
Nice.
So
Okay.
tell us, and now I'm interested, why are we seeing less white dog poos? I used to feel like you'd go to the park and there'd be like a lot of white ones.
Because
but-
Belinda's out there cleaning
well,
them up.
no, but there doesn't seem to be white ones anymore. Do you know the answer to that?
Look, I think people are being a bit more responsible about their dogs and picking up after them. So there's a lot of, I think the councils are advertising and putting the poo bags out there as well and making people feel bad about not cleaning up.
Belinda, I saw a video about what the question Liam's asking. I actually saw the answer to it. So I think the reason you don't see as many white dog poos around anymore is because back in like the 90s, with the food like dog food companies would put a lot more bone meal in there to like fill the food out.
Yeah, right.
And so obviously bone meal is bone, has a lot of calcium in it, so therefore the poos would go white. But these
You're not
days
seeing as much of the bone
dog
meal.
food's a bit better, so therefore there isn't as much bone meal, therefore the poos aren't as white.
There you
So,
go.
Belinda, are you doing more public places or people's private properties? What do you do?
Look, it's like I don't go and pick up after other dogs, just around the lake just because I love it. But if I'm taking dogs out for a walk, like I take clients' dogs out for a walk,
Yep.
and if they do their business, then
Yep.
I pick it up. But also, sometimes people can't do it in their backyard, like if they're NDIS clients or
Yep.
if they're elderly clients
Makes
and they need to get their lawns mowed.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be mowed unless the
I
dog
see.
is
That
up.
checks out. Is there like specific tools that obviously I've got a cavoodle. I pick up a turd a day, but it's just it's the bag in the hand and the reversible trick. that old little number.
Have you got the scooper, the one where you got like the
Like an
bucket
arm-
in one
yeah,
hand and
yeah.
then the scooper in the other?
If it's a big job, it's
Yeah.
the big scooper that I have.
Mm-hmm.
The
But
pooper
it
scooper.
just depends. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it depends on the length of the grass as well. So if it's
Well.
like really long grass, then it's not going to work, and it's just gloves and bags.
So you've got to sift through
Unfortunately.
almost like a crime scene. Like you've got to sort of like when they have those like people linking hands and going through looking for evidence.
That's right, the forensics.
Last question, Belinda. Do you have do you listen to bangers all day, or do you just go around in silence? I'm just thinking if I was doing that job, how do you not get sick of it every day?
Oh, look, it's so great because I can listen to books or podcasts or some bangers. So it just depends on what mood I'm in.
What's your go-to podcast, Belinda?
Look, crime, true crime.
Nice. Oh, which one?
Look, there's the Australian actually put out some really great podcasts. Like I think I can't remember the
Bowerville
teacher, I
one,
think.
the teacher's pet as well.
Yeah, Teacher's Pet. So yeah, there's some really great ones.
Well, Belinda, if you get time, maybe you can chuck on the Ben Lima Bell podcast later today.
I will.
Oh, good on you, Belinda. Good on you.
Yeah, no murders, but we still die every 3 or 4 episodes. And it's like, oh, that one wasn't great. But
Yeah, no, look, thanks for coming on this morning. And we just, as a show, want to apologise on behalf of Belle Jackson for her comments.
No worries.
You have a great day,
Yes,
Belinda.
yes.
thank you,
Thanks,
Belinda.
See ya, bye.
Appreciate you.
I think
See?
she does a great job.
But, well,
your tone's changed now.
Yesterday it was, who
I
would do that?
never-
Who would do? And then you meet someone who you've got common ground with that listens to true crime podcasts. A very nice lady. Helping the elderly, helping people that can't
She does
get
a
down there
great
and pick up
job.
the
Yeah.
poos.
Does a fantastic job.
Yeah, she does. Hey, McRae, greedy. Excuse me.
Ooh,
Bit of phlegm in my throat.
that's gross.
We're just real people, guys.
Yeah.
We're just real people.
Yeah, that to me, that's the radio equivalent of like a footballer pulling a hammy. It's not a good look.
Don't put him on a pedestal, guys. He
Yeah.
gets phlegm just like the rest
I
of
do
you.
get
because you
phlegm.
eat a friggin' bowl of pretzels every morning.
Yeah, there is a bowl of pretzels and a large cappuccino in front of me.
Milk and
disgusting.
salt, baby.
Yeah, baby. You are on Nova, still there with Ben, Liam, and Belle. She's like a cool husky voice, you know. It's like on the radio in the 80s.
Hey, picture this. You might be getting ready for work this morning. Imagine you're running out the door and you've got all your stuff with you and you think, all right, I'm a little bit late, but I'll still make it to work on time. You get out to your car and your car's trapped in by a seal. Okay, no. No, not that seal, Ben.
On his way to a concert. One of those ones.
A big, actually elephant of the sea seal.
Whoa.
Huge, big seal. It actually happened to a woman in Hobart. She was getting ready for work and running late. She went out to her car and her car was pinned into her driveway by a giant seal. The seal's actually got a name. It's Neil the seal.
Neil the seal.
Neil the seal. Apparently he goes around Hobart. You can see him all the time. So she had to call her boss and say, hey, Neil's in front of my car. I can't leave. And her boss was like, right.
Yeah,
okay.
if you, unless you'd worked there for a long time, if you were the boss at a job and someone's called you and said, "Oh, seal's blocked me and I can't get to work," you'd be like, "Oh, okay, well, like you're obviously taking the piss."
Yeah, and you go, well, I've actually got Sarah from this job on the other line. She also says Neil's
Yeah,
blocked
Neil's-
her in.
Neil's-
Weird, he's in two spots at the same
Neil's
time.
been busy this morning.
But no, it did happen. There's photo proof. It's very cute. He's just lying down. He's having a snooze in the driveway. And so she said, well, I can't get to work.
Well, she could have tried. I mean, she could have.
I mean, it's
slapped
Hobart.
it.
She could walk probably to work.
I wouldn't have said slapped it. I mean, like,
What the hell, Ben?
what I would
would
do,
you have done?
I'd coax it out with some salami or
No, I think, are
I
they
would have
quite
thought
vicious?
salmon, maybe.
yeah, I don't know. Like, but if you have some, well, anything, what have you got in your cupboard? A bit of trail mix, or just come here, Neil,
Yeah.
come on,
I don't think
and
you
then
should
just
feed
like
them.
throw the. Well, it's better than slapping it.
Well, when you say slap it, I don't mean like in the face.
Oh, right, you meant on the bum.
On the
like,
rump.
move on, come
Yeah,
on,
come on, mate. Like, Come on,
probably
up you
even,
get.
it wouldn't even feel it with all that.
Oh, it'd be so
lard.
leathery and lardy.
Yeah.
Cute. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, no, I like seals. I think they're a great animal.
Do you reckon they could like a seal would kill you if it wanted to?
Oh, I wouldn't mess with the seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're one of those deceiving animals where you go, oh, they're pretty slow, but
Yeah.
actually they can like run. And
Yeah,
they
move.
can get you.
Like a rhino.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah.
be slapping a seal on the rump anytime soon.
If it turned around with the husk.
Especially Neil, he looks huge. 13, 24, 10.
I think we're thinking
A
of
walrus. Yeah, I just realised when I said husk, I was like, that's a walrus. That's a different thing. I'm like, with the big horn, that's a narwhal. Sorry. Getting my blubbery animals wrong.
13, 24, 10. Ridiculous but real reason you were late.
I like that.
Because the boss got this call and she's gone, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Neil, the seal's in front of your car. But it's real as photo proof. 13, 24, 10. Ridiculous but real reason you were late. And you know what? Our best caller is walking away with a double pass to see Christina Aguilera.
Now, obviously, we're not expecting the level of there was a seal in front of my car. That's an incredible. That's like a global news story now. So it doesn't have to be that wild. But yeah, I like this. 13, 24, 10. Ridiculous but real reason you were late.
13, 24, 10. Ridiculous but real reason you were late. Our best caller is walking away with tickets to Christina Aguilera. She's playing live in concert for one night only. It's all thanks to Untitled Group and Always Live. It's 17 days of live music, only in Victoria, starts November 24.
We're talking about this because there was a woman in Tasmania who went out to her car to go to work and it was blocked by a seal.
Get out of here, seal. What are you doing on your way to sing at a Victoria's Secret show?
It's like the oldest joke ever.
And it's as funny the second time we've done it this morning.
Yes.
And the 10th time ever.
It was one of the seals that gets clubbed.
Yes. What?
People actually do that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a horrible thing that happens. It's like
That is
whales getting harpooned, seals get
Oh,
clubbed.
is that how they hunt them?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's just, no, I know it's not nice, but it's just, it's
the
just,
real world.
It's a
Belle.
beautiful, yes, well, it's a real
I wouldn't
seal,
do it.
gorgeous animal.
I wouldn't bloody
beautiful.
do it. You're going to be making
Well,
it
it's the
sound like
first thing
I'd
that
do
comes
it.
to your head. Ridiculous but real reason you were late. Kristen and Morty Alec, good morning. What was your reason?
Good morning. My reason, I was paddling on my stand-up paddleboard out on the bay in Mordialloc, and time was getting on. It was before work, and there was a big pot of dolphins swimming under me and around me, and I had to ring my nurse unit manager from my paddleboard far out in the bay and said, I'm really sorry, I'm going to be late. I'm stranded out paddling with a pot of dolphins.
Ah.
So, were you stranded, or were you just enjoying the moment and
Well,
getting around the dolphins, or
I'd
did
say
you?
my brain wouldn't let me leave.
It wasn't like the dolphins were going around aggressively in a circle, and they were sort of
beautiful.
like getting ready to.
Hang on. So, Kristen, that was down in Morty Alec?
Yeah, like we see dolphins quite a lot down there.
Do you?
And seals, to be honest.
Really?
Well, I hope you keep your
We
clubs
really
at home.
do.
Liam.
I didn't
no.
have seal clubbing on my bingo card this morning.
Can you please stop doing
I will.
that?
It's an unfortunate
Stop
thing that
bringing it
happens.
Up. I didn't know that they were down in Morty
It's going to
Alec.
be at least the second and last time he mentions it.
Mia.
Good morning, Mia. Ridiculous but real reason you were late. Go for it.
Utterly ridiculous, but definitely real. I had mice when I was a bit younger. There were two females, I was assured. Woke up, was getting ready to work at Supre.
Oh,
and
yes.
Love that.
they had babies, but they had escaped through the bars because they were tiny, little weenie things.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So there were 9 pink babies
Ah.
precariously around my bedroom.
You could have stepped on one.
And I had to find them, obviously, and I did eventually, but also not killed them, and it was a disaster. But they thought I was making it up. I would make up something better than pink mice babies.
Yeah.
So did you raise them, Mia, or did you what did you do?
We did, but then they went on to have 11 more.
Oh, my wow.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't commit.
Need to get the club out.
I got wrapped instead.
He took it. I was waiting for it. I was biding my time.
Okay. It's not okay.
What do you think? They're all just going to grow up with her and get a job at Supre? What do you?
That's so prey.
She can't just raise 300 mice.
Tony
Mice
joins
queen.
us now in Melbourne. Good morning, Tony. Ridiculous
morning.
but real reason you were late.
This is when I was in Darwin. I was on my way to work, and there was a 45-minute pile up with traffic due to a crocodile being on one of the main roads.
That's
Crocodile.
so Darwin.
Just
That's
a croc.
sick.
Just a
A
crocodile.
crocodile.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit more believable in Darwin because it's just wild.
Yeah.
Like, it's just they're just everywhere, aren't
Yeah,
they?
absolutely.
That's awesome, Tony.
That's
These have all been animal
That's the
related.
thing about a crocodile as well. You cannot club it because it's honestly it's too.
It's
no,
not
well,
funny.
it's honestly like
not
a prehistoric.
Funny. It's awful.
You'll die if you try and club it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
club you.
Yeah. Well, Belle, don't say
Well,
that.
you know.
There's a line.
Oh, because he's a human.
He's a
then I
human
can't.
with
Yeah,
feelings
okay, yeah, but it's different.
and
for animals.
emotions.
Yeah, here we go.
And
Here
a
we go.
family.
So do the animals.
No one clubbed a seal in this room. There's just been a few comments passed about it. That's all. Next week, we are hitting the 7 Seas. And by 7 Seas, we mean the Yarra on our pedal mow for Movember, raising funds and awareness, men's mental health. It's a great cause. And we're just going to be pedaling down in a pedalo. We mentioned that businesses can donate this morning. Anyone can donate. You don't have to have a business. Everything's appreciated. And you were saying this morning been crept up like $3,500.
Yeah, so the total
just
funds
from this morning.
The total funds raised already for our pedal mow is $3,700.
Legends.
And so we would love for you to donate if you can spare any money at all. It could be $5-10. If you're a business and you want to do a donation, we'll get you on and you can do a business shout out.
Yeah, so, and also we were saying business shout out on air, plus we'll put a sticker of your business on the pedal mo. Mitch, you have donated. What is your business?
Hey guys, how you going?
Good, Mitch.
My business is on-site electrical, so we do electrical and air conditioning around Lilydale.
Amazing, mate. And
cool.
you've donated 500 schmacks, which we greatly appreciate. Didn't take too much prompting either. So we really, really appreciate you donating some money to a great cause, my man. Where would you like your sticker, your business sticker on the pedal mo?
Oh, that's a hard one, isn't it? I reckon the very front. Why not?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, like where you would have like the Holden badge on a car or something like
That's
that.
it, yeah.
Hey, Mitch, you mentioned you do electrical and air conditioning. I had a question about air conditioning, if I may.
Go for it.
So you know how here in Victoria, a lot of houses have like the underfloor heating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hook an air conditioner up to that?
There's a bit more work involved than it just seems like, yeah, but it is possible. But
possible?
Yeah, a lot more gets changed than just hooking
Can
it in.
you do it? If I hired you, could you do that?
Of course we can.
All right.
Do you do
On-site
so? You don't.
electrical. All
you
right.
don't just do Lilydale, Mitch. You do the city as
No,
well.
we do all of Melbourne, but yeah, we're based out of Lilydale, so that's
All right, Mitch, I might hit you up sometime this week because I've been looking into doing that.
For all your electrical needs, on-site electrical, we really appreciate that, Mitch.
Thank you very much. I'm just going through the donations now, and there's so many amazing people donating. I donated $100. Liam, well done. I saw you donated $200.
The captain's pledge came through. Belle?
I thought we were doing it at the end of the show. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, yeah, of course you did.
I thought we were doing it at the end.
You've got. Well, you'd be
Oh,
penalised
do it.
now.
Is this
That's
when
a
it gets
$300
to like,
Penalised.
November 30th? You're like, I thought we were going to donate like last minute. That's what I thought we were going to do.
And
I'll do it
just so
now.
you know, there's a 8-cent surcharge that you can choose to pay if you would like, which is the transaction fee that Movember is charged. And I clicked that extra 8.
Did
So it's
you?
actually $200.08.
It's
thought
not
I thought that was a bit rich.
Well, and what I will say is I could have dogged you, Ben, because I did it through. I'm like logged into the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram, and it has your card details saved. So
Did
it's
it
like,
really?
It was like, do you just want to use this? And I was
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
almost dogged you, and then I was like, no, that's not in the
How
spirit
do
of
I
November.
remove that? I don't want that.
know, mate. Well,
Oh, I'm going to jump in now.
Yeah, now you want to donate. don't
Bell's
you?
donating $2,000.
You are such boys, though. You do one small, like, a good thing, and you're like, look, I did a thing. Like, you
Well,
can't
at least we did a thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to do a song and dance about it after. Like, oh, here's your pat on the back. Congratulations.
How much are you going to donate? 'Cause I did 100. Then
I
Lean
said
did
I'd do
200.
200. I'm
Now
going
you
to
have
match
to.
I think
Liam.
You have to do what Lean did and double it. So you got to do 400.
Plus the surcharge. 8 cents. Ben and Belle, they went head to head in a beep test. Pretty brutal. They're thinking about getting rid of it at schools, and
What do you think that, Ben?
Archaic.
nah, Ben's just flat because
Makes all the fat dads feel bad about it and my family's honour, but going into it the whole time, I knew 99% sure I was going to lose.
Does your son Freddie cry every time he sort of sees you now?
He does,
It's
yeah.
a bit of shame.
Just
sort of
cries
thing?
and cries. Because I know my limits and I know how unfit I am at the moment, and so I knew I couldn't do it. But I was just hoping there was that 1% of me that was like, oh, if I'm super confident, I might be able to mad dog Belle out of it.
A sign of fitness is how quickly your heart rate can drop back down after it goes up. And so afterwards, my heart rate during gym sessions, it drops pretty quick. Yeah, it's pretty fit. But afterwards, Ben, you were like, for like an hour.
I must admit,
in the big ones.
I must
You
admit,
just couldn't breathe. And then you came today being like, I'm so sore.
I
went to the gym last night.
I had a new. I know you're fit, Belle. We get it. We get it.
Do you want me to tell you more?
No.
Oh, wait, I don't have to because I won. Therefore, every gym Insta story I post now, Ben has to repost it.
Honestly, if you gave me 3 months to actually get fit, I would smoke you.
Game on, Mo.
All right, game on. 3 months. Put it in the
I'll
calendar.
join in next time as well.
I would smoke you
Okay.
if I was fit. If I had a bit of time to get my lungs back.
I also don't think anyone cares about our second beep test. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, it's already a bit of a stretch to get people to
You're
care.
going overseas. You're not going to be able to train properly. I'm not. I'm staying home. I'll be hitting.
Let's do a beep test off air, just purely like me v you, just for my own ego.
Well, now, hang on. Now, hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. There's some new information that's come to light.
Interesting.
Okay. So, Norbert brought this to our attention.
Here we go.
You have my attention, Norbert.
Norbert commented on the Ben Lehman Belle Instagram reel.
Yep. Of the beep test.
Of the beep test. He said, now, I don't want to be a stickler for the rules,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
but technically, they got the same score because
Yep.
Belle
Belle-
never got to the other side.
I
So
thought that.
Ben dropped at 8.4, hit the deck.
But how do we know
And Belle went whoop-de-doo, celebration. But
Yep.
you both finished on 8.4.
How do we know
on
you
the
had
beep
one
test.
more in you, Belle?
Because I turned around and started running back, and then I realised he dropped, and I thought that meant it was over, so I stopped running. But I thought we were
It's-
going to... I was ready
Ash
to
Gardner
go.
in the newsroom. I mean, you are an athlete. You would probably get into the teens on a beep test. What's your sort of take as the athlete?
I think on a technicality, he's got a point. Like, you technically...
Jeez.
But
It's a draw.
I ran further. I still ran like I started running the other way and realised he dropped. So I was like, oh, cool, we're done.
You essentially, Belle, you didn't cross the finish line.
What?
It's like
I didn't fall over it like you
look.
did.
I think what my take would be is clearly Belle displayed that she has a high level of fitness. I do believe that she would have gone further and Ben bowed out. So it's like a KO. It's like a knockout. Like you hit the deck. So like Belle won.
Exactly.
But
Belle
if
won.
but if you look at the scorecard,
But
like
if you were to if we were to check the history books and like we go, what happened that time you guys did the beep test? You both finished on an 8.4.
Yeah, but no,
It's a
'cause
draw.
I ran further. No, it's not.
And what I'll say is Freddie is going to be elated when he hears this.
Yeah. He can go back to school again. His dad's not a loser.
Yes. No, you are. You fell over.
Belle,
You
it's a draw.
crashed.
Don't be a bad drawer.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.